welcome to Long's Toys. Today we are looking at Dr. Ian Malcolm from the Jurassic World Legacy Collection. Yes! I was just talking about how much I was looking forward to picking this up yesterday in my Gallimimus review. Went to Target today, and lo and behold, here he is. I was kind of afraid these last figures were kind of on the fringe of the line, because now the movie's been out for 6 months at this point, and the line kind of seems to be dying down, and every time I think it's just about dead, they pop out with some new figures, which is really awesome, because I love the line. Mattel's doing an excellent job, so I hope they keep it going. The first wave of figures we saw, Dr. Grant, Dr. Sattler, and Muldoon, and that was kind of the first wave, and then it just kind of stopped. And they did the Jeep, but they didn't do any other vehicles, and they had a couple dinos, but I just kind of felt like at least the Legacy collection was kind of dying off. I had heard rumors about an Ian Malcolm figure, and now here he is. I would really love them to do more vehicles. I loved the Jeep. I would love to get the visitor center, like that lime green vehicle that they ride around in when they're attacked by the T-Rex. I would love to get a new version of that vehicle for these figures. I hope Mattel has plans to release more vehicles as part of the Legacy collection. Fingers crossed. But in the meantime, here is Dr. Ian Malcolm. Show him. All these Legacy collection figures from the first movie are getting swamped by compies, which were mainly in the second movie. So I don't know. I don't know why all these figures come with these little compies, but they do. You can position them on the figure as shown here. And of course, he comes with a road flare from the iconic scene where they're being attacked by the T-Rex. Got a little bio picture of a very young Jeff Goldblum up here on the top. So very cool, very excited. Let's go ahead and bust this guy open so we can take a closer look. Alright, so here he is out of the packaging. Comes with the road flare. I don't know, he doesn't hold it all that well, as you can see. Even though the arm is made in this weird position to pretty much exclusively hold this thing, it's a little too heavy, and the hand doesn't grasp it amazingly. It might just be from the way it was in the packaging. But you can kind of get it to hold. And I mean, if you would display it, I think you would hold it. But like if you bump the table at all, he pretty much drops it. So it's not bad. Looking at the flare itself is actually pretty good. I think they did a nice job molding the flare with the smoke coming out of it, and then it kind of transitions into the smoke, which I think is pretty cool. So that's kind of neat. The little compy guys, pretty standard. We've had a bunch of these by this point, and you can just kind of pick a leg or an arm to kind of wrap them around, and he will attach. Let's see, here we go. Like that, or you can put it around his arm, kind of put his arm through the curly Q tail, something like that. So that's just all the little compies are made to do that. They're kind of, like I said, they're not bad. It's just a weird choice to include them with a bunch of first movie characters because they weren't in the first movie. But taking a look, it's not amazingly detailed to look like Jeff Goldblum, I have to be honest. And most of the ones I saw had weird black paint all over his mouth. I'm also a little worried that the head's loose. It does rotate nicely from side to side. You get a little bit of up and down, but I think it's mostly just supposed to be side to side. I'm just worried that it almost feels like it's going to break off, but you can see his chains there. He's wearing his chain. Standard shoulder articulation. Same joint in the elbow here, where it can rotate, and that's also the same as the knee joint. And then you have the out to the side in the hip, and then the front in the hip. Because of his butt flap, you can't really go too far to the back. And then he's got a wristwatch. So overall, I think it's a good figure. It's not the best likeness sculpt of Jeff Goldblum, but it's decent. I feel like they got the hair more so than the face. But it could be worse. So I'm happy to get a Jeff Goldblum figure. Probably not the best one we've ever seen, but I was just really happy to get some more characters from the first movie. Like I said, I'd really just like to see some more vehicles at this point. Also, I feel like if you try to hold the flare like this, which is how it was in the packaging, it's really difficult. But if you kind of redistribute the weight and have him have the plume of smoke come toward him, which I think is kind of how it would actually work in real life, just with physics. But I could be wrong. I guess it depends on the wind. But that just seems to work a little bit better. He doesn't have the best grip on it, but he can at least hold it for a little bit. So that's really it for this guy. I like it. I'm still happy to finally get Dr. Ian Malcolm, one of my favorite characters from the first movie. Huge Jeff Goldblum fan. And just excited to get this figure finally, and now I'm just holding out for some more vehicles. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, thanks so much for watching.